In today's video, we'll talk about Ketron SD90 registration memory. What is that registration memory? It is combination of the styles, sounds, MIDI files, MP3 files, WAV files, anything that we want to save as a combination in registration, we will save as a song that is part of the registration memory, or in core world they call it songbook. I like to call it songbook because it is a list of the songs. Those songs could be MP3 files, WAV files, MIDI files, or it could be combination of the sounds and styles. So, if we press registration button, let me switch camera, in top of right corner, beside the screen, registration button, we will get to the registration mode. In registration mode, we have 4 banks. Each bank has 1028 songs. Actually, it has space for so many songs. If you don't have song, it will be empty space. If you have songs, it will show your songs. Beside that is Playbox button. In Playbox button, there you can find your MIDI files, audio files, or MP3 files. Below is numerical pad. When you press it, you can call song that is inside of this registration memory or songbook. If you don't have song, for example, on spot 66, I don't have anything, nothing will happen when you call that number because there is nothing there. Beside that, you have voice select, and there you have combination of 5 voices that you can save together with your style, MP3 file, MIDI file. When you press each of those, hold it, it will open your songs, your sounds, and you can choose sound, whatever sound you want to choose that sound, exit, and you will get that sound on that position. Press again, next position, accordion, press accordion, you will have now accordion there. When you choose all those sounds, what you want to have together with your song, you choose them and you just press save button and you save them together with that registration. When I press save, you have to make sure that you are in registration. You chose highlighted registration and you can save as, give it another name, or you can press save and just save. It will ask you, do you want to replace? Yes, you can replace. If no, you don't need to replace. Whatever you want to do. So I will press again bank select to go back where I can choose songs from styles, actually with numerical pad, or you can simply choose something from Playbox. Press again Playbox. Those are options that you have here. Now let us see how we can save something in Ketron SD90 in registration memory and how we can call it again. Watch this video very carefully because you will need to follow those information to make sure that you understand everything what I'm talking about. Now, before you want to save anything in registration memory, we will go somewhere on important place where you have to do something very important. That is, press menu button, press registration setup, and now here, whatever function you want to save inside of the registration, you have to highlight it here. Those are general options. What do you want to save with style? You can choose. If you want to save split, key start, key stop. In play mode, what do you want to save together in play mode? DSP. If you choose DSP, if you want to choose insert effects, you have to choose them if you want to save them. If you don't choose, you will not save them in registration memory. For example, if you have some styles done with insert effects and we want to save it in registration memory, if you didn't choose it, you will not save that together and you will not be able to hear those insert effects. So there is option. What do you want to choose here? Choose voice, and what do you want to choose? Play mode, what do you want to choose in play mode? General, what do you want to choose in general? Style, options that you want to choose together with style. If you want to choose tempo, you have to choose tempo. Then when you select that style from Songbook, it will automatically recall tempo. Now, let us go back. Now we want to choose one style or MIDI file or MP3 file, and we want to save it in registration memory. Okay, let us say we want to choose, for example, one audio file. I will press button player 1 that is in top left corner of SD90. You don't see it now because I'm not recording that with camera. If I move just camera a little bit there, and there is that player button. Press player button. Now let me go back with my camera. Now you will get this window, but now you have to find song that you want to choose to play or save it in registration memory, and that song is going to be in Playbox. If you go in Playbox 1, it should be there. You should put it there. I will later show you how you can put it there. Now, I will choose song I Shot the Sheriff. And if I press again, it will play it. With stop button, I can stop it. Now, when I have that song and I want to save it in registration memory, you will press button save. And on top, you will see registration. And now you can give it name to that song. I will press save as, not save. You have to press save as, and I will tell you why. If you press save as, look at because now it is asking you for name. And if you press save, it will overwrite last song that you chose from registration. You don't want to do that. Not overwrite last song. You have to press save as, and now I will erase this, and I will give that song name ISS, I Shot Sheriff, number 55. I mean, I'm lazy now to write down everything, so I will give it name ISS 55. Now I'll press enter, and now that song is now in my registration memory. Now, let me press registration memory. And that song is last song in my list. So I have to scroll down and see that is last. That song, beside of that song, you got a number, random number. It is last song in your list. Even if you have some empty spots earlier in your list, always it is going to be last song on your list. And number is 958. Now, if I press numerical pad and press number, for example, 100, it will give me style that is, and it will switch to style mode. And now I can play the style. I will stop the style. Now, if I press number 9, I think, is that 58? I forgot number, I think so. 58. It should turn off style mode and go to player mode automatically, because that song is MP3 file. It is from player mode. Enter, and it happened. Look at, automatically I got in player mode. This button is off and my keyboard switched to player mode. As you can see, it is in player mode. Mode where we can choose some songs. And when I press start button down, red start button on bottom of a sound module, then it will play my song. Now that song that I chose from registration memory, let me press 958. I will press enter. Okay, that is that song. And it is song from registration memory. Now, if you want to save a song, if you want to save style in registration memory, you will choose one style. For example, this one. Okay, let me choose that style, and I want to save it in registration memory. And now that style, I will just press save, and it is asking me where to save, to user style or registration memory. I will say registration memory. And now I will again press save as. Why? Because it is showing me last song that I chose from registration memory, and I don't want to overwrite it. So that's why I don't press save. Press save as. And now I will just call that song TM, Tiho Music 66, and I will say enter. And now, in position, in my registration memory, it will be last song. So numerical path 959 is going to be enter, and that is my song. Now, if I press voice select and I want to change some instruments here and here, some instruments. Okay, let me say ethnic instrument, mandolin. So that is mandolin. That instead of romantic, I will put pipes. And now if I want to save it, I will press save. And now I can press save as again, just in case, to make sure that it's proper song. If I am 100% that is proper song, I can press save. So when I know that it's proper song, now I can press save, and it will ask me, that song exists, it is name of the song, do you want to replace? I will say yes. But if I want to press save as, it will show me the song. Again, it is going, in this case, ask me and save that song. I prefer always to press save as, because I want to make sure that I am not rushing to save something without making sure that it's going to proper place. Okay, now remember when I went in when I was in song book or registration, if I press 66, there is nothing there, so it is empty space. Now I have some empty spaces here in my songbook, and instead of that song, for example, that is 958, if I want to have that song in position 66, I can do that. I can do that by pressing media button, PC connect. If my Ketron is connected to PC with USB cable, I will now switch to the Windows. Now it will open automatically my drives that are connected, that are inside of my Ketron. First of my drive is a Jump Sonic drive, and I will close this, and that is my that is everything that I have inside of user section of my Ketron. Now I will go to registration, bank 1, and I will go to the last song that is, for example, this song 958. I will highlight it, and I will put number 066. Click anywhere beside empty space, and now I can close it. When I close it, I have to press in PC computer here, and then I have to go to safety remove hardware, and then I have to choose eject file, storage gadget user fs a Jump Sonic, and then it will give me a message that is saved to disconnect. And now I will go here and press PC connection. It says, before activating this procedure, please disconnect safely device from your computer. What I did, what is very important to do. If you don't do that properly, you can get some problems later with connection between your computer and SD90. Now I'll press OK. I did it on proper way. Now I will exit. And now if I go to registration memory, and now that song that was 958 doesn't exist anymore. It is now song 66. Enter. And that is that song. Okay, now let me go switch to this camera. Hopefully everything is clear to you. You have to watch this video a few times if you need time to understand what is going on. But I told you on proper way what you have to do if you are dealing with registration memory with keyboard SD90, SD9, SD60. So I showed you how you can save style registration memory, how you can save MP3 file on the same way you can save MIDI file, or you can save a WAV file. And then I showed you functionality of registration memory, and I showed you in menu what you have to do before you get to the stage where you want to choose something, make some combination and save. You have to go to menu and you have to decide what do you want to save, what do you don't want to save inside of your registration memory. And of course, in registration memory, we went through all those buttons. Let me go to the registration where I showed you those banks, playback. Look at that playback now. You can see all those songs. Only one thing that I want to show you more again before I say you goodbye. We will connect to the computer again. We will press media button, and I will switch window, computer window, and now when you press PC Connect, look at automatically you will get those windows on your screen. Now remember that there is Playbox folder. Inside of Playbox folder there are 4 folders. Inside of those folders you will put your MIDI files or your WAV files or your MP3 files. When you put them there, you will be able to find them there. You will be able to find them there, and then you can play them. So, and again, press here, then safety remove hardware, and then we will switch to this window, PC Connect. And before activating, please disconnect safely. We did it. Okay. And now exit from there. And now remember, whenever you go, I will go back here. Whenever you go to player mode, that button, player 2, for example. And then if you go to Playbox 1, inside of Playbox 1 you will find your files that we just put there inside by dragging and drop on computer from folder to folder. Thank you very much for watching this video, and have a great day. I will see you in on one of my next videos, and please subscribe.